Hello, everyone. Welcome to LLC DLC. We've got a little tier listy, which is not the official title. I just made it up.
No, it's too late now.
That's what it is.
So you guys are privy now to something that is quite exclusive, because we are in the process of, behind the scenes, there are scenes and we do work behind them, of workshopping the Game of the Year celebrations this year. We're going to do it a little bit differently. We're trying to pull away from the shortlist elimination system, but we still want to bring you a deliberation. We still want to be able to have you guys get involved when you're listening. We want you to have to guess what the end result is going to be. We want all that good stuff, but we want
you to get upset, most importantly.
But we also want it to be a positive thing for us. We don't want... In years past, I've found, and we've sort of said this before, sometimes it feels a little bit like it's who shouts the loudest as opposed to whether the game is better or not, which is good for drama. It's not necessarily good for a list of the actual best games of the year. So we're trialing some stuff, and this is the first thing. We already did like the brackets thing a couple of months ago, which was fun, but ultimately for a game of the year, I think that's a bit fast and loose, because you'll just end up with two very, very good games going head to head, and one of them that is excellent just gets destroyed. So I don't think that will work thoroughly. So tonight we're going to try a tier list. So you guys can't see, but on the screen right now, we have one of those ordinary, you've seen them before, standard YouTube tier list.
The best biscuits or the best Pokemon.
So we've got,
of course,
how many games have we got on here? A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
34.
9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 34 games on here, and we have 5 categories. So we haven't gone S, A, B, C, D. We've gone best of the best, bloody excellent, great, very good, and then we have another little bracket at the bottom that is nobody else played it. Because we always find that when we do the Game of the Year stuff, there's at least 10 games on there that only Lyle and I have played, and we end up having to sacrifice them to the ether because no one else played them, and they may well have been. And then you look at our individual lists and they're like number 3, and it's like, well, they clearly deserve to be on the list.
Doesn't do justice,
but they couldn't be. So we can see this. You can't. Obviously, when we do the Game of the Year stuff, we will have this. We will have this all tied up and very professional looking. I'm sure we are probably going to do some of the deliberations as bonus pods, maybe to trim the shortlist down before we do the actual tiering. Again, this is all stuff that's going to be sort of thrashed out in the meantime. These are in no particular order, but I know that what Kieran has done, I believe, is you've taken all the games we've scored 9 and 10. So if we were doing a Game of the Year list, there would be no point having the games that we scored necessarily even 6, 7, and 8, because this is the best of the best we're going for. So these are all games that are already objectively good. They're already games that we've scored 9 or 10. There's no losers on here, but there are games that only me and Lyle have played particularly, and games that are better and worse. So what do you want to start with, guys? Let's go around and we'll pick one. We'll just pick one each time it's our turn. You can pick one at random. I think is a fun way of doing it, rather than going in any order, because there isn't one. So let's have Lyle pick a game off the list.
Sure, let's start with Forbidden Solitaire, one of the 2 games on this list that wasn't actually scored on the site because we didn't review them. It will be going and nobody else played it right now, obviously.
It won't be Lyle, because I have also played it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Plot twist.
Wild card straight from the off.
Yeah, so Forbidden Solitaire, for those who are uncultured, is a game where you are playing solitaire, but with sort of like fun, almost roguelike-esque, although it's not a roguelike, modifiers and things that you can use, like different powers to, switch suits and destroy cards with fucking meteors and shit like that. But the framework of it all, and what makes it really cool, is that it's portrayed as like a 90s PC game that was banned, and you're playing it on like so you play the game as someone playing Forbidden Solitaire. So the game opens and you're on like a PC desktop, like a Windows.
It's like
95
MS
sort of
DOS
choppy.
vibes, isn't it?
Yeah, and you say like you've got this like instant messenger, you've got fucking MSN open with your sister, and you're saying like, oh shit, do you remember this game we always wanted to play? I finally found it at a car boot, and then in between different rounds, you'll just get different messages pop up of your sister researching this game, which is and finding out more and more fucked up shit about its development, basically, and it's very, very cool.
So
It's
where
got
do you
kind
put
of
it?
Inception vibes as well in the way it's doing that kind of dual story stuff, and it's not quite what you expect at times.
So where do you
Yeah,
tier
definitely.
it?
Yeah, what do you think of it, Steve? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've not played up probably anywhere near as much as you. I probably played about 3 hours of it, but I've really enjoyed, like, say, having that separate, almost real world storyline versus the game you are playing, and it keeps that level of interest more than just a basic solitaire with those mechanics would.
Yeah. Well, the solitaire is still sort of interesting enough because of the powers that's still kind of a fun thing to do, you know?
And the graphical style is quite intriguing because it has that weird, almost like you've taken screenshots of FMV and where it's like sticking like the jewels in like the back of the hand and stuff. It's pretty fucking creepy for that. I would say that I think it's sat at very good right now from where Kieran's just dropped it in. I think that's fair. It is a very good game. Is it as outstanding as some of these? No, but it is damn good.
Yeah, I think without staunch support, I would really pushing it. I'd be trying to get it into great, but I wouldn't be trying to get it much higher than that. So I think very good feels about right for Forbidden Solitaire, really.
And we can always have a shuffle at the end and just make sure we're happy, I guess, with where things are before we lock it in.
It's when you get that final visual and you start to go, right, actually, that needs a bit of a tweak.
That's better than that.
Yeah.
So we'll go up. I don't know what the order is on your screen, but my screen it goes Lyle, me, Steve, Kieran. So we started at Lyle, so we'll move up in that order. So I will pick Mixtape. Now,
spicy.
How fuck off.
Kieran just slaps it straight in there.
No, not a chance. So I know Chris White reviewed this and Chris gave it a 10 out of 10. So none of us reviewed it to give it a 10 out of 10. I would have gone about 7.5 for this game if I had.
That seems fair.
If I'd have had to review it. Like, I think it's got a banging soundtrack and not a lot else. If I'm dead
100%.
honest, I think it was a bit of a pretentious game. I think it sells this illusion of a rich person's childhood that no one actually fucking experienced. And I think the weird anachronisms just pissed me off all the way through it. Like, there's just this weird, it's set in every year of the 1980s and 1990s at once. And like, it just pissed me off. And I genuinely thought it's got some great moments when you're running along a field and you're jumping really high and the music's playing, you're skating down the hill, and it has that wonderful sort of, but the actual gameplay is like not really there. It's an experience.
It's a game that's sold on needle drops, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got, like I said, the soundtrack, you know, we'll have probably a best audio thing when we do the game of the year stuff, and I'm sure we will have a best order, and I'm sure it'll feature high in that, but I don't think it goes. I mean, I wouldn't put it on this list at all if it was up to me, but I think as it has to be on the list, I would put it on very good because I wouldn't put it higher, but I know Kieran thought a lot more highly of it than I did.
Yeah, I would probably have it in bloody excellent.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
But why?
Yeah, I would put it in bloody excellent.
Because I really struggled to find out what people enjoyed about the gameplay. Like, it's fine if you dug the story. I guess.
The gameplay is nothing. I mean, the gameplay is
really have to
nothing. But in
that.
the same way, the Artful Escape
I guess.
didn't really have any gameplay. Yeah, it's just a collection of, and you're right. You are right. I think it's a collection of moments more than necessarily a big cohesive piece. But I think some of those moments are they're just so well done, and the sort of thing that you just don't get anywhere else. Like that, just the opening alone, skating down the hills, listening to Devo, and everyone's clapping along, even though the music's only coming out of one person's earphones. I think it's fun. It's really well done.
It's arguably a celebration of what games can be, in the fact that it doesn't stick to the stereotype of this is what a game has to be. It is the fact it's more of the story and more of the vibe than it is the actual gameplay that will carry you through. But there is still space for that in the games industry, and to have that as something separate.
I think that's what bugged me about it, to be honest. Like, I don't think it was necessarily there wasn't much gameplay. I don't mind a game where it's a series of quick time events or rhythm games or whatever. Like, I didn't hate anything I played in it. Like, it didn't bother me. But it also, like, the entire premise is built on this kind of, like, I think that it was more the discourse around it that pissed me off more than the game itself. When everyone's coming in and going, "Oh, you know, I super relate to this game," it's like, no one fucking relates to this game. Like, it's such a weird fantasy version of everything, and like
childhood.
But
it's like TV show American High Childhood.
Yeah, but that bugged me in a way because it felt like somebody who. It was made by people who believe that that's what it was like in the 90s because they've seen that stuff, rather than somebody who lived it and wanted to represent that. Did that make sense? Like, it felt to me like somebody who'd watched something and then drawn it from scratch. And it's a great drawing. It's wonderful. Like, it's a perfectly good piece of art. But what you're trying to sell it on didn't ring true for me, and it bugged me. Little things like rewinding the tape with a pencil and stuff like that was like, you've seen that happen, but you don't understand why we did that, because you weren't there to do it. You just saw it happen, and it feels like something that you can dangle for nostalgia bait. That's what annoyed me about this game. And like I said, I liked the soundtrack. I didn't like the main character. I thought she was irritating, but I didn't dislike the character.
She was a dick.
She is a dick. Like that. That's
I
part of the character. But...
I really disliked her. You know, you want it in bloody excellent. I wouldn't put it anywhere, but I would be happy to put it in great for now and then see where other things land.
I was going to say meet in the middle and just put it there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe it'll go higher or whatever later, but it's Steve's turn to pick one.
I'm going to go for Heave Ho 2, which again, I think only myself and Lyle will have played.
Yeah, I haven't played this.
Yeah.
I've watched you guys talk about it, and it does sound like fun, but I haven't played it.
I played a whole ton of this at the weekend, and I'm happy to say this is by far the most multiplayer fun I have had in a fucking long time. Definitely this year, if not longer. I would be slapping this in at least bloody excellent, if not going for best of the best, just on the multiplayer lols. It is so much fun. I mean, how much about this game do you know, Mick and Kieran?
Nothing. I know nothing. I haven't even seen.
Did you ever not see the original at all? The original Heave Ho?
No.
So you are a little potato-like blob with arms. You control both those arms using just the left stick, and your right bumper and your left bumper control each arm to grab independently. The idea being that you will get from one part of the screen to another whilst depending on what gameplay you're going for, there's two modes here. There's a co-op mode and then a kind of a showdown battle mode. The co-op mode will see you working together, swinging your way across, working out little puzzles, and it is just a barrel of fucking laughs, as you will fuck up constantly due to the physics engine. You will fuck over your friends just because it's funny. You will fart them out of the end goal just because you just want to piss someone off. And it literally, like, for the weekend, I must have played 6 hours of this with family, and we were constantly just in tears. And that alone, man, it's rare to have nowadays.
See, not to rattle us on, but we do need to rattle on a bit. I would have to bow to what you guys want with this, because to me that sounds like just fucking awful. Like, I wouldn't play this.
It depends. Like, if you've got a decent capacity for frustration, you're fine.
I have.
I know me and Lyle have
think
proclivity for that. So
it would irritate me beyond belief, and it wouldn't be something I would choose to spend time on. But
it's just when you look around and you see everyone in the room fucking laughing.
But saying
it's stressful.
If you guys are telling me that it is best of the best, because it can be best of the best on this list because the multiplayer is very good. It doesn't have to necessarily be an all-rounder to be in the best.
No, there is no solo gaming in this one compared to the first one. It is all multiplayer based.
Who reviewed this?
Me.
And you scored it 9?
or maybe 9.5. I can't remember. I mean, it's a tough one in terms of because I'm looking at a list of games underneath. If we're
this is what I'm
5 in these things.
Yeah, this is what I'm a little
issue.
bit concerned about. When you've got games on here like we haven't talked Pragmata, First Light. Do you know what I mean? Like
Requiem. I'd happily stick it in Bloody Excellent then at that point. Then,
yeah, I think put it in Bloody Excellent for now. Bloody Excellent for now, and we'll see what we're sort of dealing with as the list goes down for sure.
Okay, so Kieran, your turn for a pick.
Yeah, I'll go 007 First Light, which I would put in, as of right now at this point of the year, best of the best.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
I don't want to argue that because I think what did I even score it? 9.5?
I think it was 9 or 9.5. I can't remember.
But I think it is one of the. I don't know if it's because we've only got 5 in those categories. I think there's a few on here that could edge it back down.
Yeah, probably.
And I don't know.
It's going to stay high regardless, isn't it?
Oh, it'll stay high. I think we can leave it there to begin with, and then we'll see if it survives in that category or if it drops one.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I haven't played it yet. I'm supposed to have it from rental, but it's not fucking arrived yet.
yeah, it's very, very good. I think we can whittle through a couple of these and drop them straight into nobody else played it because there's So there's one. So the problem with having this category that I'm finding right now is that there are some games that will deserve to be on the upper tiers, but because nobody else played them, it's just like when they got cut from the older lists,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, for example, Saros. Like I gave Saros a 10, and that the way we're doing this tier list, that Saros is not going to be in like best of the best or bloody excellent when it is at least bloody excellent. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It was fantastic.
It's the other game on my rental list. So by Game of the Year, I'll be able to talk about it. But
I do think that the story does such things that it would, even if you guys played it, I think it would go. So like, I'm happy because it by the rules of what we're doing today, it kind of has to go into that category. But I think
it doesn't, mate. It's got a get out of jail free card because I played it as well.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Steve.
Buried the lead on that.
I just keep quiet about this shit.
So where would you put it?
I between great and bloody excellent for me.
Okay.
You were saying about the frustration of games. I find that because I'm not the best at that kind of game, I get frustrated with it quite quickly. But I can see why it is so good.
Okay. Well, it was. Let's leave it in bloody excellent because it was a 10. If you don't mind, it is one of my favourite games of the year so far.
So that's a 10 of you guys owe me a 5 each for getting those out of that section. Yeah.
So what's your next game?
No worries,
Steve.
Going back to me again.
Actually, before you do that, I'd like to whittle down a couple of the only one person played them if possible. Like, so there are games.
There's definitely a few here.
There must be games on here that only one of us has actually played. So
there's loads that are me. I'll go full rattling.
So Bubsy 4D.
Yeah, right. Steve, did you play Bubsy?
I didn't, Lyle. I'm sorry.
You might have done. It's a 3D platformer. It's very good.
I know. I probably should have.
So let's, for fun, very quickly, where would you put it if it wasn't in Nobody Else Played It, Lyle? It can stay in Nobody Else Played It, but let's say for fairness sake, where would you put it?
Probably great tier. It still wouldn't make the super hard to get into tiers, but yeah, really, really good platformer, really good controls, way better than Bubsy has any right to be, because that's weird.
Fair enough.
I can't even see what that is. Yeah, you might have
Paranormal Sight.
My eyes are fucked at this point.
Paranormal Sight.
Did you play that as well as me, Kieran, or not?
I played about 30 minutes and not much else. I will finish it before Game of the Year because I love the first one, but as of right now, I've not
it's
played
like
enough to
super different to the first one in a way I wasn't expecting, but it's very interesting and just as like intriguing and unusual as the first Paranormal Sight, the fun mermaid version of Paranormal Sight that came out this year. But yeah, nobody else played it mostly.
So
I'm just thinking. Did anyone else play Sectori apart from me?
That's what I'm just trying to whittle through a few of them now.
I played it last year when it wasn't a Game of the Year candidate, because when it would have been a Game of the Year candidate, yeah.
Because like for this one, this to me is like the pinnacle of twin stick shooters. I love this game so much. It's taken the precedent that was set originally by things like Geometry Wars and jacked it up to 11. So as much as it can't come out of that category, I'd be sticking that in at least a great, pushing towards bloody excellent.
It needs its own category, really, if nobody else played it and it wasn't from this year. So that would have been the perfect spot for it, but we don't have that category.
Neo 3. I don't think anyone played Neo 3 but me.
Nope.
No.
I would put
quite appeal.
I would put it in bloody excellent, but that's not the game tonight. What's that?
Yeah, I can't even see. What the fuck is that?
Hermit and Pig.
Oh, right.
It's
Hermit and Pig. That's me.
Yeah.
That goes and nobody else played it. It's
I also repeat, what the fuck is that?
It's a really, really charming and quite laid back, almost cozy turn-based RPG where you play as an old man who's a hermit in the woods, and anytime you talk to people, it's like a combat encounter because you're not really used to talking to people. It's very cool. It's really, really well done and gets very far with its charm. I think it's still in my top 10 this year currently because it's just fucking lovely. It's like really high on the Metacritic highest scoring games of this year too. It's just one that like has kind of flown under the radar by a lot, but everyone who's played it thinks it's fucking great because it is.
This one, I'm pretty sure Lyle, you're the only one that's played it.
Yeah,
from Ever After.
Adam played that too and very much loved it. It's like Paper Mario, but not Paper Mario.
That's what I heard.
Paper Mario, but fairy tales. Very, very good. We talked about it on the pod, I think, and also nobody else has played it. Perfect spot for it. Has anyone else played? You're on Tethergeist there for a moment. Did anyone else play Tethergeist? That's a very Steve-coded game. It is sort of precision platformer, almost a bit Celeste, but with a tether mechanic instead of anything else. Really, really cool platformer. Would be realistically in a bloody excellent, at least if others have played it. It's not. So
fair enough.
We'll pass that.
I can slap it on the list.
I can suggest a quick best of the best, which I think two of you have played and the other two of us aren't going to argue, which is Mugenics.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
That would
be great, isn't it?
It would be very best of the best to me.
I already know that that's one of Lyle's top picks, so there's not much point arguing that one.
And Steve's pretty much with me, I believe.
Yeah, I'd be going one of the top 2 tiers for sure.
I don't think anyone played Monster Hunter Stories 3 except for me.
I played a little bit. It doesn't hit like Pokemon does or other Pokemon games. So.
Probably put it in very good.
Cool. I mean that works for me.
It's good, but I don't think it's any better than that. Anybody else got? What else have we got that we haven't played?
Trying to look for any more that are obviously.
So there's
Demon
that.
Tides.
Yeah,
I think this one is. I'm trying to work out some of
Tides. It's from the same people who did.
I
Bubsy
downloaded the demo,
year.
but didn't.
I played through the demo as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
very
you can
cool,
count the
very
demo because I'm going to count the demo for something else on this list shortly. So I think if you have played it and you have an opinion on it, I think it's fair that you could put it where you believe it goes, whether it's very good or great. I think
it's a really fun one, but I don't think I got enough out of that demo to really give it a fair go. So
shove it in very good.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps the nobody else played it category a bit quieter, doesn't it? You know.
What else are we going to look at? Let's say, because I know the people who are listening don't have any idea what's on this list, and I don't want to rattle through because some of them I cannot read.
That is Rel and the Warped Worlds. That is a puzzle.
That's it.
Sort of like a puzzle game where you cast spells by combining different keywords, and it's so creative. It's so cleverly done. It's something where that core mechanic is like one of the best things anyone could ever have thought of to make a puzzle game work. So you'll have like you'll at the start you'll maybe want to move a box, so you'll like just cast lots of push spells on it, but then by the end of the game you're going like push and jump and levitate and turn into slime, and then doing that to every object in the game. It just makes it all fucking like every puzzle feels like it's got about 100 ways to beat it or break it in however you decide to tackle it. It's really, really clever and really
that sounds cool as hell.
Yeah, really good.
So-
I played it. Nobody else did.
Bomberman collection.
I think only I played it, and it being a collection of SNES Bomberman games makes it feel like it would be a weird one to put super high on a list anyway. But I fucking love those games.
There's quite a few on here that only one person.
What's the one next to Pragmata?
Blackjack.
Black Jacket.
Black Jacket.
Blackjack. Yeah.
Black Jacket. Yeah, it's a blackjack roguelike that Steve would probably get some mileage out of. It has this really cool mechanic where the face cards in your deck are like specifically certain characters, and if you play them at the same time, like there'll be if you play like the Jack and the Queen at the same time, the Jack is actually someone who's trying to usurp power, so he kills the Queen, and then the Queen's suddenly worth a different amount in future rounds. And
You've
Sounds
just picked
really
up my
interesting.
brain, Lyle. Again, I have played some of this, thinking about it.
Mhm.
So
What did you
that could theoretically get dragged out of there.
get it in very good or great, wherever Steve wants. Steve, where do you want it?
I need to think about it. Leave it there for now.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll do.
No pressure then.
So we've rattled a few off now. There's still a few on there I'm not sure about.
I've got an easy one, I think.
What's Ambrosia?
Oh, Clockwork Ambrosia. That's
Right.
like the most Game Boy Advance Castlevania style game that has ever existed. It's very, very good if you like that sort of thing. It like kind of blew me away with how much it was just like so well done. And only I've played it, so you know where it belongs. Get it in that tier
Get
list.
it in there.
What's the quick one you had, Kieran?
I've got Procopia, which I reviewed and
I've played it.
Steve played,
I've played it.
and
Yeah.
I would put that in great.
I think that's
I
a
think.
good place for it. I wouldn't have argued if you tried to push it higher, but I think it's really, really good. Or
I just
great.
found it hasn't had the legs of something like an Animal Crossing comparatively.
Yeah, I don't like Animal Crossing, so it's kind of helped me in that
Okay,
regard.
fair enough.
Because it's not like that. It has like structure, and I appreciate that. But also, I understand that it might not have that endlessness that some people seek in that genre.
So I have a spicy one because I know where Lyle will want this, but I had a very different experience with it, which
Oh,
is
fucking hell, I know what
Mina the Hollower. So I would accept that this is bloody excellent, but I played a fair bit. I gave it its due, and I couldn't love it. So like, I'm not saying that it doesn't deserve
agree.
to be in a top 5 somewhere. Like I would put it in bloody excellent before I put it above a few other games that are still on this list, and not just my games either. There's a couple of games on this list that I think would beat that one to a best of the best.
I mean, if we're getting it in one of the top categories, I won't fight for now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
For
that's
now.
fair. I can see the beauty of it. Like it plays well, but I couldn't click with it. And like, maybe it's not my sort of game, but yeah, I would like bloody excellent is good.
Yeah.
Coffee talk?
I have another easy one.
Coffee
what was
talk?
that?
That nobody else has played that, so I reckon where that goes, everybody. I reckon that goes in. Nobody else played it. Coffee Talk is fantastic, though. It is. All the Coffee Talk games are quite interesting in being a very chill visual novel experience, but this one had a lot of like, and this one had the best characters and the most heart in its story. Like it's set in a world where all sorts of fantasy races all live in, you know, our world and go to coffee shops. And despite it being made of like endless fantasy races, they are all like such human emotional characters dealing with very like normal struggles, but in, you know, not normal in terms of being average struggles, like having a really fucking rough time of it, but like in normal human ways. It's so lovely. like I binged it in like 2 days, and it's about 12 hours long. Like I couldn't put it down.
Cool. What's the
Nobody
one in the
else played it,
middle? Sorry, between Elliot and Pragmata. What's that?
That's
Is
Wax
that,
Heads.
Oh, right.
Wax Heads,
That's one of yours, Kieran. Did anyone else play Wax Heads?
No.
I've played some of Wax Heads. I liked Wax Heads more than Mixtape, but that doesn't mean that I thought either of them were like gonna trouble the top spots.
Right. Well,
See, I would put it up in one of these, but I'm happy for it to go here because I appreciate it's
that's fair enough.
not necessarily everyone's cup of tea.
So I've got one of
Very
mine.
cool.
I've got a game on there that I would put in best of the best if it was my list, but I know that Kieran doesn't feel the same, and I think he's the only other one who really played any of it, which is Crimson Desert. Like, and I will accept the fact that at launch it's a very different game than it is now, and so whatever we're basing this on, like, I think it's fucking great. Like, I loved it. I played it pre-release in the review period when it was a nightmare, and I've played it again recently. I put 280 hours or 280 hours.
I remember it was a lot.
I think it's 280 hours I put into this game. So like nearly 300 hours over the year. And for me, I mean, it's in my top 10. I don't know where it'll land in the top 5 by the end of the year with what's coming. But I know Kieran didn't. I know, Kieran, you played it at the beginning. I wouldn't.
I played about 15 hours of this as well.
Did you play that much in the end?
Yeah, it's difficult for me to defend what it was. Let's put it that way. And I loved it because it's very much my type of game. I would love it if we could fit it into bloody excellent, but if we can't, I'm happy to put it in great.
Yeah,
Great seems fair.
My issue with it isn't necessarily that, like, I suppose some of it is mechanics, and I appreciate they fixed that. The issue I have with it is that it feels to me like a game that's been designed by ChatGPT. And you know how
I can see exactly what you mean.
When you talk to ChatGPT, whatever you tell it, it says, "Oh, that's a great idea. You're so close. Just add this, and it'll be even better." And then you ask it another question, it says, "Yeah, just add that in. That's even better."
Just keep
feels like
chucking
they've just
everything
constantly
at it.
asked AI, "Should we add this in?" And no one's ever said no to it. It just puts everything in.
And they've continued to do that since.
Yeah, exactly. That's my main issue with it. Like, the world is beautiful. It's a really nice looking game, and the controls are weird, but they do actually make sense when you spend 20 hours with it. Like,
but I can accept that it doesn't. I can accept that it doesn't trouble the top 2 categories for this particular list. But it'd be nice to put it in great.
It still might get juggled yet anyway.
I don't think it'll go up, but Dench Attack. Has anyone played that but Lyle yet? I've installed it again.
A few hours of it.
Okay. Oh, that means it can go in a different category. That's exciting.
Yeah, that bottom bit's getting a bit clogged.
Yeah, exactly. We need to stretch it out a bit. What do you think of Dench Attack, Steve? I spoke about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that on paper sounds like I would love it. In actuality, I think it's fun, but it doesn't have the addictive nature that, say, Ollie Ollie has that we talked about. It's comparative to. It sounds stupid, but obviously being a game about fucking trains, but there's a certain level of linearity to it that I struggle with, and it's as much almost reacting to prompts as there is there. I prefer a bit more creativity with it. I don't think
there's not really that. Like, you can do different tricks, but it's not really the end of the world if you don't do that different trick.
Whereas it's very much like turn left now, react in time, do a jump now, react in time, which puts it in rhythm game areas, I guess. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It just I had higher hopes on what you talked about compared to me actually playing it.
Then it can be very good.
Yeah, very good is perfect for it for me.
Literally unmuted.
Another very good game.
Really loud.
What's the gecko looking motherfucker in the middle?
Well, I can put that in. Nobody else played it if you want. That's called Gecko Gods, and it's like it sort of reminds me of something like Little Gator Game. One of those sort of.
It looks really
good. One of those platformers that's like not really much about challenge. It's just sort of about pottering about and finding little bits. And it's really nice. It's very, very lovely. I think, Kieran, because I think it would be your sort of jam of a platformer. I think you'd enjoy it.
Cozy platforming.
Yeah, very cozy platforming. It took me by surprise how much I loved it, because a lot of that sort of cozier side of platforming doesn't quite click with me, but Gecko Gods really did. Like there's things like collectibles are going to each island and finding all the different bugs to eat and stuff like that, and it's very cute in how in theme with being a gecko it is, and I just think that's a lovely idea for a game.
Nice.
That's what I look for in my games, is the gecko representation as well.
There's only
maybe we should give that a go.
There's 2 more on here, aren't there, that only Lyle is championing? There's Titanium Court.
Titanium Court is one of them.
For sure, yeah. But I need to talk about Titanium Court just a little bit, because Titanium Court is fucking madness, and a game that will be in my top 10 at the end of the year, and that I need to try and get as many people as possible to play, because it is sort of like a match 3 game, but also it is like a real-time strategy tactics jobby, and also it has the most mad, weird story that you could ever imagine going on in the background of you being thrust into a world of fairies and crowned their ruler, and they're in an endless war against things, but no one knows why, and you get to explore the castle midway through, and it's totally weird. It's ridiculously charming. Its art style is so simple, but like the color scheme and just the way it uses it is so cool. It's like a solo dev job, and it's one of those games that's like, it's masterful in the way it has been made, and I don't want to spoil too much about it, but I would recommend it so highly. It's
Lyle, if you need to drag it out of that section again.
Yeah. Oh God, what's that? Has he played 30 minutes?
Oh my God.
I know, I've probably played about 2 hours of it.
Okay, what do you think of Titanium Court? Titanium Court's a weird one for the amount of time you put in, because it changes.
Yeah,
by
it's
hour marks.
odd, like you say. I went into it thinking I knew what it would be, and I very much fucking didn't.
Same.
And just it's the weird presentation that got me as much as anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's constantly just like you'll be doing the match 3 bit, and then suddenly there's like cats or something flying around the screen and just like loading up the screen all over the place. I've not given it enough time. I know how much you've sort of gone on about it, and it makes me want to go back to it, but I've not really given it enough time considering the places it goes by the sound.
Okay, push that one up to great. Go on, just for me. There we go.
Muted. I was shouting.
I'm going to be everyone's scapegoat this year.
I was shouting, put it in bloody excellent, but you didn't hear me, so it's in great.
Oh, damn it! Well, it's too late now.
We've got another one there that I think only Lyle and I have touched, which will be Super Meat Boy 3D.
Yeah, and you didn't love it that much, and it's dropped off my top 10. So, like, somewhere very good's probably fine.
I mean, sticking in very good is there. It doesn't have that sticky, addictive nature that the 2D original had.
So,
not quite the same.
I think there's still. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there is a. What the hell is that I haven't even paid attention to until now? What's the bright yellow one here? The third one in. What is that?
Rhythm Paradise.
Ah, of course
Rhythm
it is.
Paradise Groove.
Yeah.
I got it right that time.
Right. So I downloaded this the other night, and I said to Adam about it. I think you guys were talking about Heave Ho or something at the time, so I didn't bother coming into the main chat. But I did say to Adam, so I played the demo of this. It's not for me. Like, I know you guys love it. It's very much not for me. I gave it a whirl. I don't like it. I don't like the style of it, and I don't like the games. Like, the demo has like 3 or 4 games. I mean, we're filling up now. I don't think it goes higher than great because of some bits that are still floating around on the list.
I would argue that's going in bloody excellent, Lyle. What do you reckon?
Ooh,
because again, this is a game that for me, the multiplayer alone carries this shit.
Yeah, but this is the thing. So you got to be careful with this, and this is the thing. When you start arguing that the multiplayer carries the game,
I think that's a stretch, though.
I'll rephrase. Maybe bad phraseology from me. It's fucking excellent, and the multiplayer pushes it up into bloody excellence.
I think when you do that, it becomes a different thing, and like.
I would also say, though, that I would also be putting it in a similar camp, having played 0 hours of the multiplayer. So I don't think it has to necessarily be a stretch in that regard.
Well, I
just think it is a fucking.
Go on, get it in there, Kieran.
Put it in bloody excellent for now, and then we'll see.
Yeah, it can always shift, but.
Because we are down to like 7 quite big hitter games, in real terms now, and we've only really got 4 slots left in the top 2.
We can debate it out at the end.
Well, we can't because it's getting really late.
Yeah.
So
I've got an easy one to get rid of.
Go on.
Yep.
Lego Batman. Well, not get rid of, but I would put Lego Batman in very good. I know
Yeah.
Steve's played it. I don't know if anyone else has.
No,
I wouldn't
won't.
put it any higher than that because I don't think it's better than some of the older ones.
I can get
Yeah.
Wade to come in and argue that one though, because he has kicked the arse out of it and done the full platinum and fucking left everybody.
Wade can't come in and argue the game.
Come on, I need
So-
backup.
What about Star Fox? Did anyone play that apart from Lyle? Because I would argue that I played the demo several times, and the only reason I haven't played it is because I haven't got the money to buy it. Otherwise, I would have played it. And I know Lyle would put it fairly high.
Yeah, for me, this is an interesting one because on my if I'm going by my personal game of the year list, I don't really include this game because it's so much of a remake of a game I love without lots and lots new that I sort of by my own personal classifications, I don't really include it. But if I was saying it does belong, I'd be putting it really, really high. So that basically means I'm happy to put it wherever.
I would put it maybe in great. Then
Let's get it in great. I think that's fair. If Bloody Excellent looks like it's got something shit in at the end, I'll try and bump it up. But we'll see.
Right, that's Vampire Crawlers, is it?
It
Yeah.
is. Who else has played Vampire Crawlers?
I
The
haven't
Best
yet.
deck builder ever.
Oh, I wonder, Lyle.
Right.
Oh,
So
is it
where
Steve?
would we put
It
that?
will be me again as well. But then I would be sticking this in very good.
Fucking hell!
I
Steve.
didn't enjoy it half as much as
Wow.
everyone goes on about it.
Oh my god!
We'll put it in great then if it's in between you.
think
If
you
you
kind
don't
of
great,
have to,
then
aren't
I
we?
think it's
I
higher.
think you
Put it in
kind
great.
of have to say. I haven't played it, but I will. I will play it before Game of the Year, Lyle. So there's a good chance that when we do the actual tier and it goes higher, maybe because I do think it looks like my sort of jam. And I'm really getting into deck builders in general at the minute. I've been playing a couple of them
You're
recently.
back on the bandwagon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Slay the Spire 2, and I've been playing that Shards of Order, which I'm going to do a review of soon. And
Nice.
yeah, been quite into that sort of thing. So we're left with 4
Yeah.
big fat ones, and there's 4 spaces left on Best of the Best and Bloody Excellent. So basically, one of these is going in Bloody Excellent, the other 3 are going in Best of the Best. I can tell you right now, I know exactly which one should go in Bloody Excellent and exactly which one should go in Best of the Best. So we've got left
Me too.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, Pragmata, and Resident Evil Requiem. And having played and loved The Adventures of Elliot, Millennium Tales, I don't think it's on the level of Black Flag or Pragmata.
I
Requiem.
would go as far to say that I would have put the Adventures of Elliot in great, so we might have an extra spot in Bloody Excellent if we want.
Right,
Not
so
Bloody
let's-
Elliot, that's different.
Let's put Elliot in great because I agree with Lyle. I really like it, but I don't think it's monumental. I do believe the other 3
What's happened with mixtape there,
Fuck
sir?
off.
Oh, yeah, the sneaky
Mixtape
move.
is no chance. But I think those 3 belong in Best of the Best. I think
there is a
were-
consensus around them. I wouldn't necessarily agree
Yeah.
myself, but I mean, I would on Pragmata.
I haven't played
Pragmata's there with
Pragmata
a
yet
fucking
either,
full-
so
I mean, I don't know what
I've
you
only played the
guys
opening.
really feel 100% on Black Flag. I know we talked about it. Obviously, I gave it a 10, and I do think I
fucking
do
love
think
it.
it does more for the remake than just adding.
It's a very good remake
Yeah,
of a
'cause-
game I still don't want to do the pirate ship stuff on, but I can appreciate it. It's a very, very good remake.
And I can't see anything from Bloody Excellent that is an easy swap unless Kieran just wants to back Mina really hard, and then I'm all right with it, you know.
No, I think
I
think
do
Bloody
think I think that
Excellent.
should be up there.
I think Bloody Excellent should be up there. I think we need to move something out of either very good or great, obviously. I think I think out of what's on there, I would potentially be happy to push up. Kieran, if you really fucking love mixtape, I would say that since there's nothing else on there that anyone's fighting for, maybe we could allow that to be in Bloody Excellent. I do not think it belongs
I'd have Wax
there.
Heads above mixtape. I'm just taking. I do like mixtape a lot, but in my top 10, Wax Heads is 1 and mixtape.
I think
is 2.
Waxheads is better too of those 2 if that was the route we were going. I mean,
I
my
think
picks would be
Crimson
different,
Desert
obviously.
is better than both, but I'm not winning that fight. So I
mean,
yeah, bro, move Wax
people
Heads
like
up
this,
here.
though, don't
I
they?
think out of
Yeah,
well-
what if we just put Titanium Court up there? That'd be fucking great.
the
That'd
trouble
be
is
nice for me.
with so the thing is Waxhead, Kieran hasn't really shouted about that many games this year. like genuinely, I don't think there's been that many games that Kieran's been like shouting from the rooftops for. And Waxheads, he did seem
It's
to
Dawnwalker
really,
and it's not out yet.
yeah. So I quite happy to put Waxheads in Bloody Excellent and lock it off, because Kieran's representation on there is sort of First Light and maybe Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not, like
Resi, yeah.
The hot take being, does Resi deserve best of the best? I would say it's Bloody Excellent without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not sure
I'd be moving it down, but I don't know what we'd swap it for.
The trouble is when you get into the weeds of a tier list like this, and then you start putting your own feelings on it, it would be very easy to say, well, Mina should go above Resident Evil, or I'd say Saros should go above Resident Evil, or do you know what I mean? And you get into the thing where we just end up fighting again over who has the most compelling argument. And the whole point of doing this is that if a game is in Bloody Excellent but not best of the best, it's still bloody excellent.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
I guess the fact that we've all played Resi, haven't we?
Yeah.
And do we all finish Resi as well?
Except Mick.
Yeah.
I haven't played Resi.
Yeah,
I did.
Have you not?
No, I've got it, but I haven't played it.
So as a representation of us, that's the way you've got to look at it, I guess, as a whole.
Yeah, but the trouble is with this now is where we've got those top 10 games there, we haven't all played all of them. So you're already hitting a wall where it's like,
oh yeah, that's always.
And if we start going by, well, more of us have played, it's not a representation of what makes it objectively a best game. So
if more of us have played and two of us prefer something to be lower and one of us doesn't, and it's still for some reason in the top tier, that does end up meaning that somewhere along the way it makes less sense. Like obviously we can say we're not trying to pit games against each other in the same way, but we do have to compare how many people like a game, or there's not really much point in a tier list at all.
What if when we get to the end like this, what if we vote on what goes where? And then it's based purely on a consensus.
Yeah,
because we could sit all night
because all of these games are excellent.
Yeah,
one way or the other, they're all great games.
And we could sit and argue all day that this game in particular makes me feel this thing, and then you can appeal to the better nature of us, or you can just say, right, vote on First Light versus Heave Ho, or do you know what I mean? So you lock in the games that we decide are locks, and you vote the rest. Like, for example, I think First Light is a lock in the top.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
I think if Mugenics...
I'm pretty sure I'll agree when I play it.
And I think I would say if Mugenics is a lock, by the same rationale, Black Flag becomes a lock. And maybe it's Resident Evil and Pragmata that we do the toss-up between, say, Mina or...
Yeah.
My only issue is I don't actually know what from Bloody Excellent you swap up, because
this is the thing.
They all sort of feel on the same level, but then does that just mean that we're supposed to only have 4 best of the best, really, and that's where we live this year, or this point in this year, you know?
So far.
If you think of the best of the best and the Bloody Excellent, there's 5 in each. Eventually, that's going to make your top 10 list that goes on the website. So what if Resident Evil just moved to the back end of best of the best? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's our 5th best game of the year
so far.
Yeah, so far.
You know what? We're not going to get 5. We're not going to get 5 games on these lists come the end of the year.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually.
These lists are going to have to be both 10. They're going to have to be both 10, and we're going to have to accept that that's what we're doing. And then we're still cutting things and moving things that we don't. Yeah, because I think we do have to have a category. Yeah, and I think we do have to have a category where, like, we've got nobody else played it. I think we've still got to argue for the games we haven't played to be in another tier, and I still think we have to have a tier that is worse than the other tiers. Not bad, but we still have something has to come bottom, whatever way we order this. There has to be a reason for that game to be at the bottom, even if it's still a very good game. So we're already saying these right now are our current site game of the year. This is the year. We haven't ordered it, and we won't tonight because it's getting late. But if we were to order this would give us our current site game of the year.
Yeah.
And all we would really do
Yeah, sure.
is argue over where goes what. And like, we couldn't necessarily right now have any of those top 5 games there in the number 1 spot, because I don't think we've all played all of those games. So by that,
I don't know if we've all played a single one.
which is what I mean. So you end up going, well, objectively, is First Light better? Well, it scored less than Black Flag and Eugenics. So then you get into the weeds. But I think we've done good. I think this is good. So I'm going to read these out because the other people can't see this and we haven't done a catch up. So I'm going to just read the best of the best and the bloody excellent. So the bloody excellent category right now, as it stands, we're only in July. We've got some kinks to iron out. We have currently got Wax Heads, Rhythm Heaven Groove. Is that right? Rhythm Heaven Groove, because we
Paradise Groove,
right? Because we said we called it the wrong thing all week last week.
Yeah,
Nina the Hollower, Saros, and Heave Ho 2. That's our bloody excellent. So that is essentially 10 to 6 on the top 10 list. And then in the top, the best of the best, we haven't thrashed out the order, but right now, based on the way we've done this, the top 5 games for the site so far in 2026 are Resident Evil Requiem, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Resynced, Pragmata, Mugenics, and 007 First Light. That's still a pretty tasty top 10 of games, right? And then when you look down at the other, I'm not going to list all the others because we've just thrashed it out, but the other ones, when you look at it, there's some good games on this list, and this is going to double by the end of the year,
at least.
Oh, God,
right?
yeah, at least.
This is going to double. So we are going to have a lot of deliberations. We're going to do a week of this. We'll probably end up doing the ultimate game of the year in 2 pods or more, probably 2 2-hour pods. I reckon it's going to end up being. So it's going to be a big fat list. We're going to have all the. I mean, we could have got tasty tonight. There were times when I really wanted to mute Steve. So like, we're going to have this when it comes to at the end of the year. I don't think we're going to be wanting for drama between us. We don't know yet if it's going to be just us 4 or if we're going to rope Adam and Chris in, which I hope we can come the end of the year. But I think this is going to be a fun way of doing it. I do think it feels more like, look at all the great games, and we're not going, oh, I've got an easy cut because nobody else played it, or I've got an easy cut because I put it on the list, but it's actually shit. Well, why is it on the list then? Like, if we're not doing cuts. We're just doing.
There was no cuts tonight. Look, they're all there.
They're all still here. Shit. We've just put them in the right positions for us, and I think this is a good way to do it.
And for the time being, but we also need to make sure that this is sort of everyone looking at this list and going, what do I want to play from this? So
that's what I'm going to download this afterwards. That you can download the tier. I'm going to download it, and that's my list of stuff to play. But
what I want, and I'm going to, this is a call to action now for the patrons, because you guys follow us. This is your bonus pod. This is for you. I want some feedback. Can we have some feedback on this? This is the idea of this. So we've put this out here now. I know you can't see it, but we've done, this is what we're looking at doing for the game of the year. Let's get your feedback. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you think it's shit. Tell us if you think there's some other things we should be doing. You can't see it, obviously. There is a graphic. There on the day there will be a graphic. You'll be able to follow this along visually. But right now, like, this is an opportunity for you to get involved and shape this a little bit. Like, if you like the way we did it, but you want more or less of something, tell us, and then we'll take that into account going forward, and we'll see what happens. But I think this is a fun way of doing it. I think this works. I think we need more time, and it needs a little bit of refining, but I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's
it's right. Certainly a better celebration this way.
Yeah, I think so.
Good foundation.
And now we've been sitting here for 2.5 hours doing podcasts, and I think it's time to go. So that's our first half of the year tier listy. Tell us what you think. Get involved. Let us know. Tell us if you think it was shit, or if you think there's something we should do differently, or whatever. Just give us your feedback. Any little tweaks you want. Otherwise, we're going to just refine it ourselves and end up doing it how we want.
What are you doing with mixtape? I saw it move.
Still sneaking mixtape.
Kieran's already juggling.
Right, so I think on that note, we will say good night, everybody. And yeah, like I said, get involved, lads. Tell us what you want and what you think, because I think this is fun.
Yep.
Cool.
Definitely.
Yeah. Right.
Sweet.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.